Welcome back to Cosilla channel. So today I will be sharing with you all the things I've done in Paris. Um, so far I've done the most vlogging in Paris, just little like slice of life, I guess they call it B-roll, stuff. So hopefully it's just more of a, I don't know, just like a general like not follow up, but just like a general vibe of what all I've done in Paris that I didn't record. So we got in Paris like yesterday, July 20th, I wanna say. Um on a train from London, and it took what, like 2 hours, 2 to 3 hours, I want to say. It didn't take a long time. Right? It was kind of like a short, I mean, like an hour and a half, right? Like I know it was less than 3 hours. I just don't know, um, like just how long, but it was a short, essentially, trip. And that was fun. That was cool. I read most of it. So far, I'm enjoying my book. I really love it. Like I said, it's in the 4-star category. So I'm really excited to see what else is in store. I'll be reading more of that tomorrow, and I'll talk about that later, like towards the end of the video. But once we got there, we did like a dinner cruise. And I feel like you've seen some of like clips and videos and stuff from that, or I might just cut like cut the first half of this video where I'm talking about the first part, and then the second part will be after everything. So we'll see what happens when I edit it. But so we did a dinner cruise, which is kind of like the only thing on like the agenda. Um, but like before that, we had like a bus tour, kind of like a pre-tour around everything. We saw this. I'll have it somewhere since I'm in the center. I'll have it somewhere on the screen. We saw these things. I'll just flash them up on the screen. And it's all pretty cool. I love how like aesthetic everything is without it even trying to be. We saw Louis Vuitton, we saw Pandora, we saw like Hermes, like all like those big name brand stores. We saw those. I did want to go by Louis Vuitton, but I didn't get a chance to. Um, so yeah, that was kind of like unfortunate because I did want to at least try to like get a purse or something. But I didn't. Cause I asked mom if she would want to go. She was like, I didn't have enough. I don't need that. And so I'm like, okay, fine. Cause I'm not going by myself, and my other family and stuff are doing a whole nother um activity. So yeah, if it was gonna be done, it would have been done like yesterday, like the 20th. So we had like a mini tour where our tour manager was like, because he's been, everywhere in like Europe since he lives in Europe, and he was just sharing with us some of the things that like he knows and where to like really shop at and like whatever else. Um, and yeah, it was really nice, and also it's like cleaner than what it was in London. So that was also pretty nice. And everything just looked pretty good. I feel like I also like the whenever I see people walking past and they have on like these cute little outfits, I feel like they're just doing that without trying, but how they put it together was really like really great. Um Also yesterday, which is kind of towards the end, but there was like a couple, like a newlywed husband and wife were out around like the circle. I'll put it somewhere on the screen, taking pictures, and I wanted to just watch them take pictures. Probably super weird, but I was like, oh my gosh, like they had a destination wedding, or this is where they wanted to take pictures. I don't know. I don't know the story. I asked. I don't talk to people, but I was like, oh my gosh, like that's so cute. Oh, it was super cute, super cute. And but before that, we went on a dinner cruise, And with the dinner cruise, it was like around a little lake that was around the Eiffel Tower. So I have so many pictures of that, of the Eiffel Tower. And I think I've inserted some like B roll, hopefully. If not, I have so many pictures to share. That was super fun. I thought it was black, but someone told me that it was like a dark, like metal green, but then they painted it, I guess, to like this darker brown color, like this brown, not rust in a sense of like it's rusty. I mean, I don't know, I ain't get too close to it, but it was like a brown color. You'll see it in the pictures. I always thought it was black, but it was super, super amazing. It was super fun. Took some pics. I had fun. And then the dinner cruise. It so the thing is that you have to like write down in the beginning of the tour what you're allergic to. And I heard him say that even if you don't like to eat something, write that down so he can like give it to whatever restaurants that the travel agency is covering. So I was like, okay, I wrote down beef, which I talked about that back in London, and I wrote down pork. But I didn't personally. I don't ever think fish is an option because I don't eat fish. The only seafood I eat is shrimp, but that's it. But anything fish, like I'm not gonna like it. So I personally didn't think that was an option. So you can say that's kind of like my fault. But I was like, I don't eat this. So they were able to give me like a veggie option, but even then, this is like what I had. And this up here was like some type of like cold asparagus soup or whatever. I didn't like it. And then like the um like main course was like this thing, and I didn't like it either. It sounded like this type of like tofu and like tomatoes and whatever. I was like, I'm okay sometimes with tomatoes. It depends on like what it's being used in. Like I like basil pesto tomato type sandwiches. I like that, but I feel like outside, of course, ketchup, but like outside of that, I'm not. Don't give me like a tomato. Like don't do that. So that was my vegetarian like option, and I didn't like it. Like I barely ate it because I'm like, what the heck? So it was like day, what, like not day two, but just like another day of me not really eating because of it. There isn't like any food options and stuff, and I was like also thinking about like there's usually a chicken option. Like there's like either beef and chicken, pork and chicken. There's always like a chicken option if like one or the other isn't gonna like what I mean. So it's just yeah. So you could say it was like my fault that I didn't realize I should have wrote down like seafood or like fish or whatever. But I thought there's usually chicken options on things like this. So that's what I thought. And then so after the dinner cruise, we were like walking out, and this guy on the side was giving out roses to like women. He gave me one, and those videos I am not on TikTok, but I feel like they're on either TikTok or Instagram Reels or whatever, like YouTube Reels, whatever you want to call it, right? Where guys would just randomly give women just flowers just because. Right, so that's what I thought it was. So I was like showing my uncle that, oh, I have a flower, but like there were a couple people walking behind me and they're telling me like he's following you because he wants me to pay him. And my uncle was just busting out laughing at the whole thing. Probably not that funny or whatever, but it was just like, oh, I didn't realize that he wanted me to pay him. Like, no, take this rose back. Like, I thought you were doing this out of like the kindness of your heart, and no, thank you. So that was a little giggle. And then after that, we went back on the bus and we wanted to walk down like the shopping street, which is basically their version of, isn't it Rio Grande that has like all the big shopping plazas and shopping stores and stuff like that. We walked down that. That's where Pandora was, Louis Vuitton. the same strip as like Hermes, but it's like further down. But it still had like a lot of shopping and clothing stores. And I saw on the way there that they had a McDonald's. So I told my uncle, for my pain and suffering, you have to buy me McDonald's. Also because I didn't eat at all really that day besides what my mom brought to me from breakfast. So from like the hotel, those complimentary breakfasts. So I was like, Uncle, like please buy me something. He's like, yeah, I'll buy you. Like I'll buy it for you. So I haven't had McDonald's in years. Like it's not my go-to, but I was like, I need something. This is like literally the only food option I'm willing to try because dinner essentially was dang great. So at least like food wise, like um seeing the Eiffel Tower while like on the water and like the vibes were there. The vibes were cool. Just the food wasn't, at least not for me. And so after that, if you see in the corner, I bought a rolling suitcase. I can't remember if I told you in the London vlog, but my mom and I wanted to buy rolling um, carry-on suitcases because having our carry-on as a duffel, like in a duffel bag, was not the move for us. And so I found some, and they were like 59 pounds, um, like each, because I wanted the total to be like 100 something, right? And I also have a couple of keychains, which is still not a spoiler because I bought them for a coworker and like a coworker friend and my sis like back at home. Because one voted for Paris of something to get for him, and then I just want to get something for my sis. And they're in my original carry-on, that bag that you see in the background. So I'm gonna get them. Hold. So there's this feature while recording, at least I've noticed it on my phone. I don't know if it's on my iPad, but I'm pretty sure it is, but I can't recall at the moment. But I got distracted. I'm sorry. But there's this feature where I could like pause the video I'm recording. So I'm like, oh, one less edit I have to do. Okay, so I already showed you what I got for London. That's really the only thing. Okay, so Paris for um my sis, I got her this cute keychain with like a heart-shaped macaroon. And I'll talk about macaroons in like the second part because girl. But yeah, I like Paris and her favorite color is pink, so I got that for her. And then I have these two like Paris magnets that um these guys were selling near the Eiffel Tower. Forgot what it was for a second. That's what I have for her, and the other one will just go to my um friend at work. And yeah, so that's what I got in Paris yesterday. Sorry if you hear crinkling. um, so yeah, I also got like those rolling suitcases, and so I'm going to use them as like, or use the carrying one as like my personal item, as like my purse, and just have that also be where I put my souvenirs. It's not gonna be much, I don't think. Like I haven't spent much just on souvenirs in general. So um yeah, but that's where they're gonna go. And I don't know if mom's gonna give me some of the souvenirs that she bought for me because she wants a t-shirt in every country that we go to, and she's getting me like the sweatshirts, and I'm like, bet I need me like some sweatshirts. Some like cute ones, right? So if I remember, I'll try to show you those. Like she got me one from London. She got me one from London. Sorry, I'm talking so fast. My words are jumbling together. Can you tell I'm excited? And she got me. I picked out a Paris one because we were all at like the same shop, souvenir shop where I got those like rolling luggage suitcases. Um, but yeah, that was day one of Paris. Super fun, super exciting. And I'll probably stop here and just put the second part of like day two in Paris and like, towards the end where I filmed, day two stuff and just talk about it overall. So I will see you in a bit. Hello. Same person, same day. Um, okay, so day two of Paris. Um, what did we start with? Oh, so we started with like a bus tour. There was an option if you want to do like a bus tour, well, they'll show you all like the big major landmarks of Paris and like the city of Paris and stuff like that. But and that the bus tour is for like beginners. Like if you haven't like ever been to Paris before, then do the bus tour. If you have been to Paris, and there's like a walking tour where they show you kind of the the hidden but still known places. But it was rainy. It seems like the pattern it's giving that we will arrive to a country the perfect the most perfect day ever. Like the sun will be shining, the wind will be like nice and cool, and it'll be just such a lovely day. Beautiful clouds in the sky, blue sky. Like it's such a lovely day. But then day two is rainy and muggy weather. It's like that all day, or it's off and on, like it was today in Paris. So the first part of day two is we did a bus tour. I'll have hopefully have pictures floating around my head of the cute things that I saw and like the really nice things that I saw, which further dives into how like aesthetic, just Paris is and how they're still keeping like their history like intact because even though everything looks the same. Like you can't tell whether you're in the poor part of like an area or like the richer part or like the middle class part. You can't tell because all the buildings are structured literally the same. And it's nothing that's like, off putting or it's nothing like mundane about it. It's literally still tasteful and still aesthetic and the vibes are still there. Um, I feel like if I had to live anywhere that's outside of the US, that's not South Korea. It'll probably be Paris because I really like the vibes here. I wouldn't mind learning French. Is that in the cards for me? I have no idea, but I do, like the vibes, and I really do enjoy it. As you can tell, I'm really animated. Dude, talking about like day one, day two in Paris because it's like, oh my goodness. Um, so yeah, the tour was really nice, really cool. One of or like our tour guide for the day was telling us about like these macaroons and how you can get like the best macaroons at this store, and then across the street you can get them at like this other shop. They're both bakery type shops, and they're on like the same shopping street with like Pandora and Louis Vuitton is. And so I was like, before I leave here, I need to try me some macaroons from French because it's where they originated. Like, if I'm wrong, apologies. But based off of like what I've watched in like baking championships, like seasonal and like holiday baking championships, I feel like they're from Paris. They're from, if not Paris, like they're from France. Just initially. So I was like, I need to try me some good macarons because the ones I've tried back at home, they don't have a taste to them. They just taste super just pure sugar with like maybe a hint of whatever flavor that they're trying to do. And I'm like, this is not how I imagine macarons to be. If you're chocolate, give me chocolate. If you're cookies and cream, give me cookies and cream. Like I don't play about that flavor. Like hopefully you know that. Yeah, like I tried some, which I'll get to that like a little bit later. But I was telling my mom, like, I need to try me some macarons because I cannot leave France without trying where they were birthed. Like, I can't, I can't do that. So went around and it was still like dreary. We got off the bus. Well, I got off the bus once, and we were supposed to get off the bus to see Notre Dame, because in case you haven't heard, that like got burned down like a few years ago, like a couple of years ago, and they just finished rebuilding it. But the rain was coming down the hardest by the time we reached it, and we already walked out for like another thing that was kind of like off and on in like the rain, but this time it was just pounding. And we are like, no one got off the bus, and the tour guy was like, understandable, understandable, but there it is, like, in all its glory. And I'm like, man, I would have loved to go out and see it, but the rain, it's I can't do it. But the tour was super nice. The tour guide, he was like pretty cool, and like informative because he said he studied art history, which I'm like, I appreciate art history. Like I love art history. Like I said, the classes I took and the teachers I had when I took art history. So if you have some qualms about that subject, don't tell me. Like don't tell me. So yeah, ended that, and everyone had like a different activity that you could do afterwards. You could either, chill in your hotel room, go out and shop, or go out to eat. And there were activities that were like listed that you had to like, I guess, pay for. So that's that was what happened. But what I really wanted to do, and mom, I wasn't thinking about it until mom put it in my head that she was like, "Oh, there's like a Disneyland in Paris." I'm like, "So we're going." Like I don't see an issue. So even though it was like rainy and stuff, and I asked mom, like before we got off the bus, I was like, "You still want to go to Paris or like go to like Disneyland?" And she's like, "If that's what you want to do, then we can go. Like it's up to you." I'm like, "Well, we're going," because I feel like if I didn't go, I would like instantly regret it. Like I would come back to the hotel and be like, I should have went. I should have went. And I just knew I had that feeling like let me just go, even if it's raining. And it was raining like off and on. Like you've seen the video, you've seen me with my umbrella. I still had a fun time. It was still super pretty, super gorgeous. I wore this outfit specifically. And it was so cute because on the way back from or in the hotel on our way back to like our room, there's like this. lady in the um elevator, and of course we walked in, we like smile because courtesy. You smile at people, you know. I feel like that's what Americans do. Not really like much of how I see it, right? But the first time when she walked in, a greeting, you smile, and then she, we like met eyes again, and we smiled at each other again. I was like, okay, she's real friendly, right? So once like the other two guys left, she was like, "You look so adorable." I'm like, "Oh my gosh, thank you." And she was like, "I love the dress. I love how your bow, matches your dress. Like you just look so cute." I'm like, "Oh my gosh, thank you so much." And she was saying, "You look like, Alice in Wonderland because her blue and whatever." I was like, "Oh, thank you," which was like on par because Disney. And I was like, I had to dress up for Disney. She's like, "Oh yeah, of course," and whatever. So we had like a little mini conversation. But we were like up for our floor and we are like, "Bye, have a good night, have a good evening." She was like super cute, and I'm like, "Oh my god, that was so nice." Also, well, at Disney, I got like another compliment from maybe like a local because she didn't really like say like verbal words, but like we made eye contact, and she was like that, and I'm like, "Oh, thank you, thank you." So yeah, I felt cute. Thank you, thank you. um, so yeah, we went. We did just one ride because I just wanted to take pictures just to say I went and maybe go on one ride, try to eat something over there. And we went on, it's a small world because my mom was like, "I'm not doing no like ride rides." I'm like, "Mom, who am I? Like, I'm not gonna do nothing crazy." And we only went to one park for one day. That's all I, paid for. And that's it. That's all I wanted to do. I really just wanted pictures just to, and like a souvenir just to say like I've been here. You know what I mean? So it's a small world, but the music wasn't playing. So in the video, I basically recorded mostly, if not all, depending on what I want to share, but like snippets of It's a Small World. And you don't hear anything, granted, because I have music, my own little cozy music in the background. But they didn't have any music playing. So it was kind of like a little bit lackluster because it's like, oh, I wanted music. And on the way out, the the family in the boat, I guess, behind us, or in the boat, after next behind us, asked one of the workers like, "Hey, there isn't any music playing." And I heard her. I didn't hear fully what she said, but I heard the word fix, or like fixing. So I guess they're like trying to work on it. So hopefully some people like after us, or like as long as the park is open, that they could hear the classic "It's a Small World" song in all different languages. But yeah, everything was super cute, and they were still, they were still getting down. They were still dancing, beating on drums and stuff. They were still getting it with the no music. So applause for them. And then we tried to find something to eat because I wanted to eat there and just relax, just like spend a little bit longer in Disneyland in Paris. But none of them didn't offer really much of what I wanted to eat. Of course, there was like beef, there was pork, there was seafood, and I'm like, I don't eat none of this. There are chicken things, but like they were mixed with things I didn't think I would enjoy. So mom's like, we can just, go eat at the hotel, and at least we have like so many pictures, right? And I'm like, okay, well, I want to find like a souvenir before we leave, and it has to be from here. They're like, at me. I know I have a Disney Paris magnet, in my souvenir bag, and that's cute or whatever. But I wanted something from Disney Paris because I'm always know where I got it from. I got it from a souvenir shop on the streets of Paris. So like I want something from Disney Paris. Um and oh, which is this cute little, I thought it was a magnet, but it's an enamel pin, which is still super cute because it goes back to when I used to like collect them like real heavily, and like bought them and like designed them and stuff like that. So I'm like, you know what, let's take it back to my little roots. All right. And then I ate it. Me and my mom ate it. But I finally tried some macaroons. This is like the box they came in. It's super cute, and I love like the little like embellishments like on like the sides. It can't close right now because I have something else in it that doesn't belong. But um I bought like a pack of six, or mom bought. She bought all the food and stuff really there. Well, I bought my souvenir, but like the food she offered, the macarons she offered to buy because we bought a pack of six and like some waters. Okay, I'm sorry. The TV's on. I'm like, why is Catfish on? Because SpongeBob was on MTV over here, and I'm like, have I been so far behind cartoons? Anywho, back to macarons. So, so bought some macarons, a pack of six, and like bottled waters. And the lady there, she gave us seven because she wanted us to try the pistachio because we got one of each. It was pistachio, vanilla, chocolate, raspberry, some orange one, and some like salted caramel one. I really wanted to try the chocolate, salted caramel, and like the vanilla one, and have my mom to try the raspberry, like the fruity ones, like the pistachio. But I guess pistachio was like the worker's favorite, so she was like, I put in two pistachios so you could try it like twice. I'm like, oh, okay, thank you so much. So on the way out, we both mom and I tried pistachio, and it was good. I'm like, oh, okay, okay. Like I like it's like that sweet like salty feeling from like or taste like how because pistachio is like a nut, so it was like that salted nut but like sweet taste, if that makes sense. Me trying to be a food critic. um and I tried the salted caramel one and the chocolate one and like the vanilla one, and mom tried the raspberry and the I think it was like an orange type one. She said she really liked them, and I'm like, what I love, especially I tasted more with the chocolate, but it's like I can taste like the chocolate. I can taste the vanilla. I can taste it, but still have it taste like a macaroon, if that makes sense. Or like macaroon. I'm pretty sure I've been pronouncing that word so wrong, but I was like, this is how a macaroon should taste, and I'm gonna need the ones back at home to step their game up because I can't deliver macaroons if y'all taste them like this, right? So I will still be on the hunt back at home to find a good macaron shop. If um if like you know me in real life and you know of a place or heard of a place, please let me know. Because I just need I'm gonna need that taste that I got here, like back at home. Yeah, it was super yummy, super good. I have the box, so to commemorate, um, like me having macarons, like real authentic French macarons. And I was like, well, they were. This is what I was gonna say, but they were like at Disney. Like, how do you know? Like, like they have. I haven't tasted them like this back at home. Granted, I don't buy macarons at home often, but I did try to buy them enough to be like, okay, maybe these will taste like the flavor, but they just haven't. And I don't know. Like those at Disney were like really good. Um, and then we walked back home, um, or back to like our hotel. We didn't get lost, but I feel like we took like the long way, which was like super fun. We took the train to Disney Paris and then had to take the same, route back. It was like an hour and a half if you want to like include like our walk time. So it wasn't like that bad, at least like from the hotel. So it wasn't that bad. It was still like a fun, cool experience. And then came back to the hotel. We ate. You saw the pictures. Had me like a nice, or I'll put it here, right? Had a nice, big chicken, like crispy chicken Caesar salad, like all like the C's. And I had like a side of fries. Like I still want fries, but I know I want a salad, right? I need something greenery. And they put, I'll post it like on the screen as well. But like they have like these intricate, like bougie ketchup glasses. And when I asked the server for like more ketchup, he came back with like three more jars, and I'm like, I'm using one now and I'm keeping the other two because they are so cute. And I'm like, it's so bougie. Like the bougiest glass of like ketchup and mom's. Like they probably just like got it from a bottle and just poured it in. I'm like, even if they did, I like it. Presentation, like all around. Um, but yeah, I kind of ended like day two of that. So as you can tell so far, I've enjoyed Paris the most. I'm trying to stay away from like I know I have to eat, right? And just making sure I go to bed at an accurate time. And I know I have to eat. I have to like get up early, try to, get enough sleep and like eat, when I can drink water to all just limit the chances of me having like a headache. Cause I don't want to have a headache for like half of my trip, right? Like I don't want that. I don't want those vibes. Um, but yeah, that's the end of day two, which is probably the end of my Paris vlog. After I get off of here, I know I'm gonna go take a shower and probably just read for the rest of the night since I have Wi-Fi, catch up on like some notifications and stuff like that. But yes, next vlog will be in Switzerland. We're leaving tomorrow and we're taking the I guess the e- Euro train to Switzerland. It's gonna be 3 hours, so I have time to read, catch up on sleep if I don't get like enough of it, and I have like my British snacks. If I get hungry, I'll try to be like Angel, eat something, right? Like just eat something, put something in your tummy. And yeah, I'll do some reading. I'll let's say I'd like to do some reading. Maybe like finish catching up on sleep. Yeah, that's all I have. Please like, comment, and subscribe if you like to, I guess, see more cozy content from me, whether it's gaming, book talks, cozy diaries. All right. And I hope I see you in the next one where I'll be in Switzerland. Bye.